Welcome to my world. Handicapped man down at a charity feed. Great spread this morning. God, it was horrible. But it made what I needed to happen. Then I had these people that stopped and said, "Hey, you want some shoes?" I said, "Yeah, I was going to need to get some anyway. So might as well." And if it really comes to fruition, help them buy more shoes so that we can help more people. I'm not but you know what I mean. Hell, might as well. There's nothing wrong with helping someone.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
Race friends, they're back together again. Live from Daytona Beach, Florida, it's Scratch with a K. And live from Las Vegas, it's Alan Michaels. Right here, right now, on the flagship station, the WCOBM TV network. It's On Pit Road Racing.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to It's a Friday edition of On Pit Road Racing. Alan Michaels back here at the WCOBM studios here live in Las Vegas. Yes, indeed. And now I popped the screen, and there he is. There's my partner in crime live from Daytona Beach. That's where the world center of speed is, and it's Scratch with a K. Good afternoon to you, sir. I guess for you, good evening to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Good evening to you, sir, from the world's most famous beach. What's happening, buddy?
I'm in there, man. Hey, I felt sort of bad. We missed Wednesday's show, but I got some tests and some treatments done, and we're looking good. And so we're moving on and forward. But anyhow, I just threw a repeat in there for Wednesday, and doctors called, so we have to do it. So anyhow, we're in good shape, ready to go, man. And how's your week been so far?
Hey, it's been pretty good, man. I got some exciting news that I'm not ready to tell yet, but it's coming in the next few weeks, probably the news at least. Something exciting I'm working on, man. It's,
all righty. Well, let's do it, man.
The comedy portion of the program. So
there you go, man. And the Nut Shack Radio Entertainment and Studios. That's where Scratch is at right there. Hey, man, On Pit Road Racing. We do it Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 4 p.m. for you right here at the WCOBM. Take it off of the main network, and we stream it from Facebook to YouTube to LinkedIn to Twitter, X, whatever you wish to call it. And we do it all those pages. So just search On Pit Road Racing, and you'll find it. Our show partners, the Gene Woods Racing Experience, right down here, Fremont Street, World Wide Web at GoKarts, LasVegas.com, Woods Family Sandwiches, WFSandwiches.com, the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame. That's our working big partner. HotShoeHof.com for more information there. The Las Vegas Motor Speedway at LVMS.com. Atlanta Motorsports Park. Hey, they're at AtlantaMotorsports.com. And also Red One Schooners and Hammer and Harry's. Man, want to be a guest on the show? Real easy. Give us a shout at 702-803-0875. Ask to speak to Diane. Tell her that you're ready to come on and do racing around the country with a small setup for local racers, whether you're on the dirt, the asphalt, drag, round, open wheel, makes no difference. We'd love to hear your story. And it's simply to do that, just reach out to Diane, 702-803-0875, or drop her a line at onpitroadracing@gmail.com. Our main portion partners right here, and there they are. The shoes is up. Scratch, your stuff's on the way, man. I think the tracking says it'll be there by Thursday of next week. So
I'll be looking forward to it.
I'll take a picture of that tracking number and send it to you. But anyhow, here they are, the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame. It's a 501c3 nonprofit, and these are the new Heart Shoes. Needy for men and women, children, for necessary good health and positive development. Man, we've been all over Las Vegas. We've been to California. And hey, there's a way that you can take part in being part of this, too. It's real easy. Man, give us a shout at 702-803-0875 or at onpitroadracing@gmail. We've got some great packages, partnerships to where you guys can put your advertising up here with us. It's totally non-profit. 100% of your money goes for it, and we'll give you more information if you give us a shout, okay? Hey, race and weather brought to you by our good friends at Woods Family Sandwiches, 931 Pacific, Suite 106, Las Vegas, Henderson. Info and catering at wfsandwiches.com. Scratch, my friend, the big series is at Richmond this weekend. Friday, mostly sunny today, 66 with a daytime high. Camp and nighttime weather about 40 degrees. Mostly cloudy for tomorrow for the Xfinity race, but 73 degrees with an overcast nighttime low at 54. And Sunday for the big show on Easter weekend, 30% chance of a late afternoon shower. Daytime highs right around 75, and we're looking at about 60 for the green flag. Overnight campers have got about a 43 for the nighttime low, and maybe a scattered shower cruising through late night. Race and weather brought to you by our good friends at Woods Family Sandwiches, 931 in Pacifica, Suite 106 in Las Vegas, Henderson. Real quickly, Scratch, before I get to you, race and motorcycle practice coming up for Speedway. April 3rd is at Paris. Bakersfield's got their opening night on April 6th. Paris's Oprah is on April 20th. Fast Fridays is coming around on May 9th. May 10th, May 11th, it's the Championship Spring Classic at Action Park, and May 25th, Industrial Hills has their season opener. Monster Energy's back in action tomorrow night in St. Louis. They'll be at the Dome at the America's Theater, and also Progressive America Flat Track, Mission, Texas, Half Mile, Texas Motor Speedway, Fort Worth, Saturday, September 27th. 7 p.m. So that's a look at what's going on around there, buddy. They're racing just about everywhere, man.
Everywhere, man, racing everywhere.
Well, speaking of it, let's go. You and I go around the track. Kick us off with F1, my friend.
Let's do it, man. F1 Racing News, the Friday edition. This segment is brought to you by our partners at the Atlanta Motor Speedway Park. For more information, you can phone 678-381-8527 or check out www.atlantamotorsportspark.com. Atlanta's Motorsports Park is the country club of motorsports. Take it away, my man.
It is, certainly. And Mercedes boss Tito Wolff has put another driver upon another driver, knowing that he's going to have a replacement because Lewis Hamilton is Ferrari bound. Well, following a bombshell winner announcement, Wolff name-checked three reigning drivers, and the one is the three-time world champion. That's right, that Wolff is looking to pick up on Max Verstappen. Oh, my goodness, but the Serval Arrows could have some questions about that. First of all, his contract is not due and up until 2028, so this could mean a buyout right here on this gig. Also, they're also looking at junior driver Andre Kimi Antonelli, and Wolff thinks that this guy's got a lot of potential. He's only 17 years old, so they're not sure about what they're going to do. Also, the rumor about it, can they keep George Russell on board? So at least one seat is open at Mercedes, possibly two. But these guys are foaming at the mouth thinking that they're going to get a hold of Max V, and I just don't know about it, Scratch. That's just, I don't know, man. That's a long way away, and that's buying out a big, hefty contract if you're going to pull him away from Honda Red Bull, that's for sure. Current point standings for you, Scratch. Verstappen has it at 51, Charles Leclerc at 47, Sergio Perez at 46, and Carlos Sainz at 40. That's a look at what you got at F1 racing, man.
That segment brought to you by our partners at the Atlanta Motorsports Park. For more information, phone 678-381-8527 or go to atlantamotorsportspark.com. The country club of motorsports, Atlanta.
Got to get down there, man. We got to get there. In fact,
that's not that far from me.
Jeremy Porter reached out to me, so I'm setting up a date to get him on the show. And this guy owns and operates it. He works on the track. They had a thing that they're hiring people there. I said, man, if I lived in Dawsonville, I'd be over there for a job in a heartbeat. Yeah, I'd be cool on that place. Hey, can we go racing? Have you got your segment pulled up about racing around the track?
Working on it.
Okay. So while he does that, there's some also interesting news we're going to talk about at the end of the show today that don't know if you guys caught it off of the Google News, but remnants of stills have been found at racetracks. And Scratch and I will talk about that as soon as we get towards the end of the program and talking about NASCAR for this weekend. Of course, they're at Virginia. You ready, buddy?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, kick it off for them. It's F1. Where are they going to be at and what's going on with them, buddy?
Yeah, we're going around the track on this Friday edition. F1 Formula One MSC Cruises Japanese Grand Prix 2024 is April 4th through 6. F1 returns back to Las Vegas. Formula One, Heineken Silver, Las Vegas Grand Prix 2024. You can get tickets at f1.com/tickets.
You got it. NHRA's back in action. You got the Arizona Nationals coming up April 5th through the 7th. Quick note there, final round of the Winter Nationals will finish there first. Did you see, my friend? Did you see who's in the finals of the funny car division? 75-year-old John Force, buddy, is going to line them up the first round out of the hole in Arizona. I'm betting on him, buddy.
It's amazing. You should. I don't. There would be no reason to doubt him at this time in his life.
NHRA4 Wide Racing returns back here to Las Vegas April 12th through the 14th at the Strip at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Tickets are available right now at lvms.com or search it on nhra.com/tickets. IndyCar, my friend.
Yep, they got the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach April 19th through 21st, man. I like Long Beach, man. I went on the Queen Mary, man. Long Beach is awesome, the whole place.
Is that a cool place to go hang out?
It is. It really is to me.
That's a good place for racing. World of Outlaws, Nas Energy, man, coming back into action tonight. Thunderbird Speedway tomorrow night. They're off at 81 Speedway. If you want to catch out on the action, log on to WOA. That's worldofoutlaws.com for their broadcast schedule. And Scratch, you got the full rundown on the NASCAR. What's going on with NASCAR, my buddy?
Yeah, NASCAR's back in action with the ARCA Series General Tire 200 at Talladega. You can go to arcaracing.com for more race info on that. The trucks are off this week. They'll return to action for the Long John Silver's 200 at Martinsville Speedway Friday, April 5th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. You got Xfinity Series Toyota Care 250, and that's all I got on this paper. So if you can follow along from there and pick it up from there for me there, Alan, I'll move on.
Well, that's it. You got that rolling on, and just to be there, let me flip it back and over around because we just jumped ahead of it. But anyhow, they're rolling in. They come back in. NASCAR returns back here to Las Vegas coming up in October for that round. And of course, this weekend it's Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. and NBC or Fox. This is the last race with Fox taking it before they get to Sonoma. Everything else after this goes to Fox Sports 1, and also MRN and Sirius XM has the call for you. All right, so there you go. You know what I like to do, man? I like to turn on the radio call, then watch it on TV.
The radio is always more exciting.
Yeah, I mean I like to watch it on the television, but turn the television call down and turn the radio call up.
Yeah, that's a great way to do that. I'm just the radio, listening to races and football and any sports, but racing in general too. It's exciting because you can't really see, and the announcers, they're like you, they're really excited and they make you excited and pumped up for the racing. So I can see why.
Hey, listen, we're going to take us a quick break. When we come back, we're going to study. We're going to do the NOS Energy. We've got what's going on with that, and then a full look at the schedule for NASCAR this weekend in Virginia. Sound good to you, my friend?
Sounds great to me, my friend.
On Pit Road Racing continues at the WCOBM. A quick 2-minute timeout. We're right back at you, everybody.
Jerry B here up in Sacramento, Union Gospel Mission, giving out some shoes to the homeless here. A lot of smiling faces. We got one deal. We give you a pair of shoes. You got to give us a smirk and a photo. And this is the mission of the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, which is a non-profit organization based out of Las Vegas, started by Gene Woods. We're trying to do good things and fill little holes in people's lives the best we can. And today we're up in Sacramento, just doing the best we can. Thanks for supporting us.
Looking good out there for us on a Friday. TGIF, the weekend is here. Alan Michaels here in Las Vegas, Scratch with a K down in Daytona Beach, Florida, man. And get your Friday edition here for you. Talk a little World of Outlaws racing news from the dirt. This segment is brought to you by our good friends at the Gene Woods Racing Experience, 450 Fremont Street. Las Vegas' only true indoor drift track. For more information, 702-270-8100. Or you can look them up online at Go Karts Las Vegas. Scratch, you got the news and what's going on, where they're racing at the Nas Energy, and a little update on the construction of the Case Construction Series. Go ahead, my friend.
Sure. NOS Energy Drake Series. The series heads out tonight to Thunderbird Speedway, and tomorrow it's at 81 Speedway. Point standing stay the same. Giovanni says, I'm just going to butcher that thing. Giovanni is leading the points at number 1. David Gravel, number 2. Donnie Schatz in 3. Logan Schutzart in 4. Carson Macedo is 5th. Thunderhill Raceway took on a huge improvement project this winter, building new grandstands and a new catch fence, leveling the pit area, and several more enhancements. Unfortunately, dismal weather conditions impeded the track from being ready to host this weekend's World of Outlaws Case Construction Equipment Late Model Series Summertown Showdown, leading officials to postpone the event to Thursday, April 18th. Outlaws Case Construction, T-Laws Case Construction, the point construction series. The points are Brandon Shepard, Chris Madden, Cade Dillard, Tyler Bruning, and Nick Hoffman rounding out the top 5.
Racing news from the dirt brought to you by our good friends at the Gene Woods Racing Experience, 450 Fremont Street in the heart of downtown Las Vegas' is only true indoor drift track. More information, folks, 702-270-8100. Don't forget, we do corporate and private events, too. Just give us a shout. We'd be more than happy to do it for you. NASCAR Racing News. This segment brought to you by the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, LVMS.com, our official home track and scratch. Get us started off with the Truck Series, my friend.
Well, the trucks are off this week and return to action next week at Martinsville Speedway for the Long John Silver 250. The Truck Series drivers' point standings after Bristol are Corey Heim, 1 win. Ty Majeski is in 2nd. He's just 10 back. Tyler Ankrum is in 3rd. He's 11 back. Taylor Gray, 28 points back. And the top 5 is Rajah Caruth, and he got himself a win. And that's your trucks right there. Moving on to Xfinity.
You got a man, 38 drivers and teams have entered the list for the Toyota Care 250 Xfinity race at Richmond Raceway. No cars will miss the show, so everybody's got it. Notable seeing it. It's going to be number 4 from Dawson Cram. Morgan Beard's going to be in the number 6. Patrick Emerly in the 07. Landon Bearden in the 14. Taylor Gray will be in the number 19. Eric Almirola's back in action this week. Scratchy will be in the number 20. Corey Heim in the 26. Ryan Vargas, kid, that's going to be running a lot of the NASCAR European schedule. We watched him running here at the Bull Ring. He'll be in the number 32. Joey Gase in the 35. Matt D. Benedetto, he's back in action in the number 38. Bubba Pollard in the 88. And Josh Balicki will drive the number 92. Xfinity standings after the Phoenix race, after the Coda race, it's Austin Hill, 182 with 2 wins. Chandler Smith at 183 with a win. Cole Custer, Jesse Love, and Riley Herbst, Las Vegas native, round out your top 5 heading into Richmond this weekend. Scratch, you've got the Cup news and information for us, my bud.
Yeah, man. I do. It's right here, right in front of me. The Cup Series, the entry list for the Toyota Owners 400 NASCAR Cup Series race at Richmond is posted. There's 36 teams and drivers for 40 spots, so they're short a few spots this week, but they are listed as follows. Your 36 Cup drivers. William Byron, of course, he's got 2 wins. It's the playoff standings as well after Coda. Denny Hamlin is up in 2nd with 206. He's got a win. Kyle Larson has a win. He's in 3rd. Christopher Bell, he's got a win. He's in 4th. Top 5 right here with Daniel Suarez with a win. Martin Truex Jr., he's the points leader without a win, but he is number 6. Ty Gibbs, Ryan Blaney, Ross Chastain, and Chase Elliott. That's the top 10 for the points right there. 11th through 16th, which would be if the playoffs started today. You got Tyler Reddick in 11th, Alex Bowman in 12th, Chris Buescher in 13th, Kyle Busch in the number 8. Yeah, he's 14th. He's not having quite the year I thought he was going to have this year. That's for sure. John Hunter Nemechek, he's 15th. And the last in the playoff points, 16th, is Brad Keselowski.
Brad, man, that's it. 134. He's 86 point back. Segment brought to you by our good friends at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, LVMS.com. Racing action coming up. Round number 1 of round 2 comes back here in October. Well, you said something about Christopher Bell out there. I don't know if you caught the replay on this or not, Scratch, but at Coda this past weekend, they got racing down. And Christopher Bell decided he was going to cut down short of Kyle Busch. And I mean, he put the fender to him and he spun Kyle completely around. But you know what was really sort of neat, that Kyle got out of the car and he made his way quickly, and I do mean quickly, over to Christopher Bell. And I didn't catch all of it because the audio was sort of faded at the beginning, but he pretty much let Mr. Bell know that he was a young kid on this track and he's got a couple of years experience, but he doesn't have the full experience yet. And Mr. Busch decided to ask him, did I try to take you out or spin you out? And he said, nope. And the reply back from Mr. Busch, he goes, well, we're heading to Richmond this weekend, so you better watch out.
So I would say we should probably keep our eye out for that right there, because I wouldn't put it past Kyle Busch for 1 second to give him a little payback or whatnot. So, yeah, that's a good way of putting it too, because, obviously, you don't want to sit there and actually tell him you're going to pay him back. That'd probably come back and bite him. So Kyle Busch like, nope. See you at Richmond. Now we'll see
at Richmond.
Now we'll
and
see
if you remember, there's been some very, very, very wild finishes at Richmond over the years. I can go back, I think, in the early '90s, that Dale Earnhardt Sr. coming up out of the backstretch, and Terry Labonte in that Kroger's car out there, or Kellogg's car. It was actually a Kellogg's car, Kellogg's cornflake car.
Yep.
And old Earnhardt decided coming out of turn number 4 that he was going to smack him, and off and the way we went. And then a couple of years later was Jeff Gordon and Rusty Wallace on the final lap out there. So this track has sort of been known as a payback type of track. And then it ain't going to be heading too much, because right after that, they're heading from the east coast of Virginia towards the middle upper west side of Virginia, to where the paperclip in Martinsville. So if you get snotty and cocky at Richmond, payback could be coming the following week at Martinsville. Thoughts about that?
Yeah, you gotta, first of all, you've got a frustrated Kyle Busch, right?
Yep.
You gotta be a frustrated Kyle Busch. You're sitting at 15th in the points, right? So you're a frustrated Kyle Busch already. Now you're a pissed off Kyle Busch. Because he's obviously mad at Christopher Bell. So now he's mad and frustrated. And now he's going to get in that car, and if he's having a frustrating day, for example, that's going to just add on top of it. But forget even having maybe he's going to have a fantastic day. He's coming. He's coming, because that's a good place to pay somebody back, as you mentioned, a place to pay somebody back. I mean, we've talked about it before. Paying somebody back at a Daytona or Talladega is just flat unsafe. You're putting a lot of people in jeopardy when you give them a little payback at a place like that. You give somebody a place, payback at a place like Richmond, or then hey man, it is what it is. It's racing. So I'd imagine a frustrated Kyle Busch is gonna take care of business there with Bell when the opportunity's right.
Got a comment from Peter out of North Carolina, says that Bell's not the only one that needs a check. He says that young Ty Gibbs needs a check too. He's a spoiled, rotten kid. Oh, no. Here we go.
I could see, I could see that, man. He's, when you look at him, he's a little kid, man. He looks like what would be in the definition if you looked in the dictionary of what a spoiled kid would look like. You would see a picture of Ty Gibbs. It seems like I don't know enough about him to know what kind of kid he is. I know for a little fella like he is, he seems to be a hell of a race car driver.
He's got some talent.
Yeah, and he's got the best of Gibbs stuff, I would imagine. So
I think that was another thing that I think that's another reason and I think that was another reason why Kyle Busch left and went into another team, because he knew that he wasn't going to get the best equipment, because grandpa was going to make sure the grandson had the best equipment. I mean, I said this years ago, that Hendrick gave up on Jeff Gordon, gave up on Dale Earnhardt, and put all the money towards Jimmy Johnson. I've said that.
Yeah.
That those two got shafted. Those two got shafted on the deal.
Yeah.
But basically,
right.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just agreeing with you. Yeah. I agree. It sure seemed that way. I mean, one guy was okay after Jimmy Johnson got there. One guy was okay, and then one guy was just great all of a sudden. So
yeah, I mean, Jeff Gordon was great. Then Jimmy Johnson came, and then Jeff Gordon was okay.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Earnhardt came on board, was all right.
Was the third car in that mix.
Yeah, and I mean, I still say they just used him for his name and for the money. I really do. I always said that Earnhardt Jr. should have went to Childress. I always said that. I think he would have raced.
I'll be honest with you. I think that's what we all wanted.
Yeah.
I think that's what we all wanted. You know what I mean? And it's funny that wasn't what ultimately happened in the end, because that's what everybody wanted. That's, you know, but if you remember too, I mean, when he went to Hendricks, everybody was like, "Oh, how many championships is he gonna win now?" Yeah, the answer is 0 in hindsight.
Zero.
So, you know, could he have done that with Childress? I don't know, but you know what? He could have gone to Childress and won as many races as he did with Hendricks, and it probably would have been one of the biggest heartfelt stories, aside from him coming back to Daytona and winning the 400 right after that, you know, tragedy with his dad.
Right.
You know, outside of that caught him finishing out with Childress would have been the story we look for.
I just think that I don't think that he would have had the championship career that his father had. It was a total different time of racing.
Yeah, sure.
You know, there wasn't all this all the one team owning 4 cars and this and that, and you're basically down to 3.5 big players in the game.
Yeah.
Spire is starting to make a move now, but back in the day, I just think that I think if a good deal would have been online with Childress, I think he would have gotten at least one championship, at least one.
I just know that what we all really wanted to happen back then was Dale Jr. getting DEI. Now we know the story and how that all went down and everything like that. But the next move would have been to be able to go over to Childress and do right. Something, you know. But you know, he went to the big dog, and he went over to Hendricks, right. And you know, that's all said and done now. So
said and done, and he's said and done, making more money than he knows what to do with, and got a brand new TV deal coming out, and a couple of races this year that he's getting involved with his Xfinity team. So, you know, that's it. Hey, real quickly, a couple of minutes. Did you catch the story? You thought no?
I think I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say.
You think North Wilkesboro was famous for raising this, that, and chicken farms and moonshine? Did you hear what they found at North Wilkesboro? Tell us about it, man. Did you hear?
I did. I saw that I guess a sinkhole is what started this thing, which made some of the grandstands cave in there at North Wilkesboro, and they found the underground tunnels that were possibly stills. You had mentioned I think Junior Johnson stills, but I don't know whose stills they were, but of course there was. I think, I'll be honest, I think this is the coolest thing ever. So first of all, I've seen North Wilkesboro on abandoned tracks or I think it was just on abandoned places or something like that. And then it wasn't like a year and a half later, they're racing there again. I think that's awesome. And then now this, oh man, that's NASCAR, man. That is awesome. I think it's incredible. A credible story. If they find some stills in there, that'd be awesome. But it doesn't matter. They found something we've all heard about, and now we know was really there.
2 tunnels that were 700 feet long that were buried. One tunnel up underneath the main stretch. And we all know. I mean, it's perfectly known that Junior Johnson, race car driver, movie actor, team owner. And at one time, he brewed the liquor. And
we're well aware of that.
There was always a story going around that the revenuers were always coming out to Junior because he was always ordering so much corn. And what are you doing with all the corn? I mean, you ain't got any animals out here to feed. So what did Junior do? He bought a chicken farm. So that just pretty much sealed the deal on that. But I just sort of thought, man, when this story popped, I thought, could this be Junior's secret stash brewing joint? I mean, if the revenuers were starting to hit the chicken farm too hard, did he just slide over to the track and finish off a couple of batches there and made sure it got on the way?
That's pretty fun. You know, that's pretty funny because, you know, where they probably think he's brewing moonshine, he now has a chicken farm. And then where he's actually brewing moonshine is where he's racing at. I love it though. I think I mean for the history part of it, I think it's a great story. You know, they had to you know, pull up some of the seating and stuff like that because of it, you know. So they have repairs and things like that. They have to get ready for the, you know, all-star race. So they're on like a clock to get everything fixed back. But you know, if if this all goes well, they might be able to preserve that, and that might be able to be a little something for people to check out while they're up there. An all better reason to continue racing cars over there at North Wilkesboro.
At Wilkesboro Motor Speedway. There you go.
Yeah,
That's it. Richmond this weekend, man. You got the Cup Series, and of course that, one quick thing. It's sort of sad. When Bill France started the series, man, he always said there will be racing on 2 days, through the season, but there'll be 2 days that we won't race on. We won't race on Easter Sunday. We won't race on Mother's Day weekend. But times have changed, so we're back to racing on Easter weekend. And just real quickly, Scratch Richmond Raceway this weekend for the Cup, Sunday the 31st, time 7 p.m. Eastern time. A purse of over $7 million. Fox will have it at 6 p.m. coverage. MRN Sirius XM has your radio call for you. And on Saturday, we got the Toyota Care 250, Richmond Raceway, Saturday the 30th, 1:30 p.m. for an East Coast time start. Just about $1.5 million for the purse. Television, Fox Sports 1, and MRN Sirius XM will have the radio call. And once again, the trucks are off this weekend. They're back at Martinsville coming up Friday, April 5th, 7:30 p.m. East Coast time with about $800,000 of prize money. Fox Sports 1, MRN, and Sirius XM will have the call for you for there. So we're back racing on Easter weekend, man, at Richmond, and it could get wild at the Richmond International. Final thoughts, and where are you doing? You got any gigs this weekend, my friend, before we get out of here?
Man, I'm going to kind of take it easy this weekend. On Sunday, I do have karaoke roulette, but I'm going to take it easy this weekend myself. And, man, one final thought on Richmond. The Hendricks cars seem like they might be hard to beat there, in my opinion. But, I don't want to pick one of them, so I'm not going to.
All righty. Well, let me see this here. I found out something here real quickly before I let you go. First time they ever changed around, they raced on Easter Sunday, was back at Charlotte Speedway. Dick Passwater won the race. Next time came April of 54, Herb Thomas. Recent winner out of it was Kyle Busch back in April 17th, won the dirt at Bristol, and then Christopher Bell. Oh, my goodness gracious. Here we go. This is setting this up. All righty. April 17th of 2022, your winner at Bristol on Easter Sunday. Okay, Easter Sunday. That's where they raced it. That was at Bristol. Kyle Busch, your winner the following year on the 9th. It was Easter Sunday weekend, and they were still racing at Bristol. It was on the dirt. Christopher Bell, your winner. Uh-oh.
Kyle Larson won last year. Yeah, I see what you're saying there.
I smell something brewing here.
Christopher Bell has an opportunity to be up front, but can Kyle Busch, who's been mediocre this year, he's been mediocre. Can he get up there around? If Christopher Bell's up there in the lead, will Kyle Busch be anywhere near him? That's the question. We'll find out, won't we? I'm pretty sure you're going to see the 20 car spin around in circles somewhere.
All right. Something's going to happen this week. Enjoy the racing weekend. Happy Easter, everybody out there, whether you're here in Las Vegas or anywhere between down in Daytona, man. Y'all be safe and be careful. Enjoy racing weekend. Scratch, you have a good weekend. We'll recap everybody on Monday. How about it, my friend?
Hey, I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for having me.
You got it, man. I'll call for John. Everybody have a great weekend out there, and we'll see you real soon, man. Wrapping it up for a Friday for you. Alvin Michaels here in Las Vegas. Scratch the day down at Daytona Beach. We're back at you Monday for a wrap-up of the weekend's racing action. You can be set up for next week, too. On Pit Road Racing live Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, right here 4 p.m. on the WCOBM network. Everybody have a safe and happy Easter weekend. John, bring us home.
Thanks for joining us for On Pit Road Racing. Follow us on our website, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at On Pit Road Racing. On Pit Road Racing is written and produced by WCOBN TV. I'm John the Announcer for On Pit Road Racing.